Good God evening. I pray you're doing well and that you get a good night's sleep. Father, help us to be mindful of our thoughts in Jesus' name. I pray that you would take some time and read the Proverbs on your own. I mean, really read them line upon line and eat of it. One of the things that I thought was very powerful, and I know that all of these are giving us wisdom and revelation about things that we need to do, showing us the power of self-control, and how we need to look at what we're thinking and our ways, trying to give us instruction, okay, trying to give us revelation about truth versus ignorance and discernment versus silly thinking and silly behavior. Okay, so I pray that you would pay attention to these seven particulars that I pray that God would help you to see what you need to be doing in regards to your vision, what God is getting ready to do for you in your life as a leader, as a parent. Just reading the first verse, when thou sittest to eat with the ruler, consider diligently what is before thee. I'm reading in King James tonight. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. That means if you glutton and you greedy. It says, be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat. Labor not to be rich, cease from thine own wisdom. Mhm. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Eat not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats. Why? Verse 7 through verse 19 is what I want to focus on tonight, that I pray that you'll ask God to help you with about what are you thinking? Really, what are you thinking? What are you allowing to guide you through your thoughts? Where are you now concerning the pitfalls that you digged for yourself with your desires, with your greed, with your gluttony, with your drunkenness, with those excesses, those things that you did not allow God to let you flow through the process of what you already know that has caused you to be tempted and then slam dunked because of what you were thinking that God can't see, or you were thinking that you would just do this just one more time, or just want to feel it one more time, or want to taste it one more time. You lack the discipline, you lack the area when it comes to food and sitting down to put food in your mouth just to glut, or trying to be with people to please and appease. I don't want to preach, but let's go here. We're going to start about these seven right here, and I want you to say like these so I can get off of here. I pray that you would take a minute to really look at them. For as verse 7 says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, said he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. Verse 8, the morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up and lose thy sweet words. Verse 9, speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. Listen, I want you to think about this, whether you're a leader, whether you're a parent, whether wherever you are, period. Just to need to be more thoughtful about the way you're handling temptations, the way you're allowing these areas in our lives that cause us to be, so quick to do or so quick to want to say something based on what we're thinking. Okay. And this was got a whole lot of us in trouble now is because of what you're thinking. All right. So I need you to understand the importance of your mind, to be mindful. These seven things, I pray they will help you in a godly way to think about what you're thinking for future. For even now, somebody is in trouble because of what you've been thinking. You've been proving it to move about what you're thinking and that you believe it. And so this is the reason why you're still stuck. And so I want you to think about and consider this area that these seven things about your mind for godly vision, okay? So God can move you forward before 25, so you can think about these areas about what you're thinking, okay? So number one, your thoughts determine your character. That's verse 7. It's going to always take you for where you really believe and what you're thinking and what you're doing. Number two, be careful of your thoughts. Why? Because they may break into words at any time. Verse 7 is trying to show you that. And then verse 9 is trying to show you don't waste your thoughts on those who don't hunger for them. Meaning, if you don't have wisdom and people don't hunger for wisdom and you hang with people just want to be mediocre or this or that, don't waste your time with that. Okay. You need to get with people who are hungry for more wisdom. That's what these proverbs are showing us. We should hunger for wisdom, not just have a lot of intellect, but you can have wisdom from God to know for the hopes and the things and the dreams that you desire and that you pray for, they shall come to pass because you're moving through wisdom, not through your thoughts that have caused you to be delayed and derailed. Number four, the first person you lead is going to be you. And the first organ you master is going to have to be your mind. Okay. Work on mindful things that are godly so God can lead you through wisdom. Number five, don't let your mind drift away from God's truth into these vain, envy kind of things based on verse 17. Those things that you know you envy or that you're jealous or that people have put you in the middle of something. Number six, stay confident that your vision will come to pass. Many of you don't believe that God is really wanting to bless you. This is why you're stuck because of what you're thinking. See, our thoughts from old things, pains, disappointment, betrayals, those people who are doing stuff to you even now. Okay. You need to stay confident no matter what they're doing, no matter what they're saying. Like I always say, don't listen to the devil. Stay confident that your vision will come to pass, that God is going to bless you. If you love God, you know that the things that you dream and that you care about or that you are concerned about, it concerns him too. Okay. And then finally, number seven, discipline your thoughts to remain steadfast in what you know is right. Look at verse 19. Verse 19 is clearly showing you these are some things that I think that has kept us bound for so long. Many times we ignore when God is trying to show us, hear thou my son, and be wise and guide thine heart in the way. Be not among these wine bibbers. Many of you are with people who want to do a little smoke, do a little wine, do a little drink, or whatever that is you want to call it, and then you want to be and do things that you know that are not godly, such as having sex outside of marriage and doing these things that you're watching with your eyes, making them tainted. So but yet you believe that God's going to do these things for you, but yet you still thinking and doing things that are not going to be fruitful. I gotta go. Most importantly, I want you to be here to look at these particular messages in this text that's showing you the insights of the power of self-control, the power of seeking wisdom, okay? Try to guide you in wealth and relationships, to make sure that you look at verses 4 and 5 that's telling you do not wear yourself out to get rich. Make sure you pay attention to cast out these particular thoughts that's got you in gluttony and greed. I know I'm talking to somebody. So it's warning you about your indulgence, of lack of discipline in the areas that you need to think about that's leading you in the wrong thoughts that are controlling you and messing you up. But let me leave you with this particular thought that Leo Tzu said. He says that the thoughts become words, which become actions, which become habits, which become character, and eventually your destiny. I pray that you'll let God speak to you concerning these issues so that you can understand that it is about what you're thinking. What are you thinking now? What really are you thinking? Ask God to help you with your thoughts. Pray that God will cleanse your thoughts so that what you're thinking will become something that is what? Prosperous, fruitful. Gotta go.